I recently attended a funeral for the father of someone very close to me, and to be honest, it was my first time attending one. I was able to see the true celebration of life, and I made sure to be present at every moment. On my walk home, I began to reflect on everything and realized how brief life is. I remember when I was a child, and now I am an adult, and whether we like it or not, death awaits everyone. This train of thought did not make me terrified or unhappy. Rather, it made me appreciate life even more. While racing through my thoughts on life, I began to wonder if I was truly doing things that made me happy and fulfilled. Since I won't be here forever, why not do the things I enjoy doing and spend time with the people I care about? We all say it and preach about doing what you love, but few people actually do it. In today's world, 95% of individuals have never experienced true happiness. We associate happiness with the things that society claims define happiness. We associate our happiness with our jobs and careers, our cars, and the luxuries of life. And while all of that is significant to some degree, it doesn't lead to actual happiness. Because society believes that pursuing these kinds of stuff will make us happy, we have been taught to do so. So society hides actual happiness from us. Hello everyone, my name is Vita, and welcome back to my channel. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. People all across the world are doing things they dislike or despise, yet they put on a smile and try to appear pleased. We even go so far as to tell ourselves we are happy when we aren't. And this is entirely normal since we are all trying to survive. And in order to survive, we engage in things we do not naturally enjoy, which leads to even more unhappiness for us. There's a study from Gallup that shows something shocking. About 85% of people around the world are not engaged in what they do, which means most people wake up every day doing something they don't truly enjoy. But over time, they convince themselves that it's normal. They start calling it fine, even when deep down, it's not. If you think back to when you were a youngster, you usually did what you loved. Some individuals were creative and gifted at sketching, some were extremely excellent at solving world problems, and some had an incredible voice. You enjoyed it back then, and there is a natural sense of delight in knowing that you are recognized for your passion every day. But when time passes, what happens? We begin to lose touch with what makes us happy, instead listening to school systems and our own parents about what they believe will make us entirely happy. And with time, we abandoned what made us joyful. I grew up believing that money is the true source of happiness, and we all learned the same lesson. But why associate your own happiness with something like that? Some people grew up believing that having a decent career in something they aren't interested in is what brings them satisfaction. Some even go as far as studying a course they don't enjoy at university. However, this is what society encourages us to believe about happiness. That it stems from doing what is necessary. Because everyone is pursuing a route, we should as well. Because everyone desires luxury, we should as well. And if we do not have any of it, we should not be satisfied with our life. But this is far from the truth. As Soren Kierkegaard once said, the most common form of despair is not being who you are. This brings us back to the main idea of happiness. When you start doing things that are not aligned with who you are, you begin to lose a part of yourself. You might become successful doing something you don't love, but that success is external. Internally, you won't feel it. Instead, you'll feel a gap. And the truth is, a lot of people are in this phase of life. I had to realize this myself before I started this channel. I noticed how much I enjoy impacting people and being a reason someone keeps moving forward. And that realization led me here. So, if you're not aligned with what you truly like, but instead follow what society wants, you slowly begin to lose yourself internally. I remember a friend of mine who was incredibly talented at sketching things. He was a brilliant artist who could draw anything, including things from his head, and he really enjoyed it. He was enthusiastic about drawing. However, his devotion faded as life progressed, since he was focused on what society expected of him. When I inquired why he stopped, he responded, "Life happened. Maybe life got tougher, but it shouldn't make you lose touch with what truly makes you happy." Most individuals believe that the world governs them, that whatever everyone else is doing and following is what they should all be focusing on and striving for. To be honest, that is not the case. You should never take a path because it feels natural and everyone else is doing it. You should never learn a trade that you are not passionate about, never take a college course that you are not satisfied with, and never work at a job that does not make you happy, regardless of the compensation or the aspirations that have been sold to you. You should always do what is good for you, what feels right, and what actually matters to you. There's something a philosopher named Jiddu Krishnamurti once said. It is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. Think about that for a second. Just because everyone is chasing the same thing doesn't mean it's right. Sometimes people aren't even chasing their own dreams. They're chasing dreams that were given to them, dreams they were taught to want, and without realizing it, they spend their whole life pursuing something that was never truly theirs. Nowadays, we see people like Elon Musk and his incredible accomplishments and say that if you aren't where he is, you're not successful. But we forgot that what led him to that level of success was that he pursued what felt good to him and what he enjoyed. Everyone's objective now is to have a side hustle in addition to their regular work, which is perfectly fine. But if you don't enjoy the side hustle, it will quickly become a pain in the ass for you. And I'd want to clarify something. Success is not measured by luxury vehicles and houses. That is a massive deception that has been peddled to us. I've seen individuals live a simple life and enjoy every minute of it. When asked if they want the luxury, they simply respond no. They only want to be able to afford their basic needs. But society often tells us that success comes with a Lamborghini, an SUV, and $1 million mansion. But this is false. Success is defined as having a life that you enjoy and are completely satisfied with. And when you have this satisfaction, happiness becomes free. One thing you should recognize is how predictable society is. Everyone is doing exactly what they dislike, and it doesn't get any more predictable than that. You do what you despise in order to survive because you have lost hope in what you love. It's frightening to think about since it begins to feel like doing what you enjoy is never assured. And as the economy deteriorates as a result of the war and other events, things become much worse. Despite this, we still have the option of doing what we love and allowing that passion to propel us to triumph. Everything in life and what we've been taught is designed to make us unhappy with our choices and force us to make them. We've all been sold a plan for how we should conduct our lives, and this should serve as a reminder that life has no blueprint. You are responsible for creating your own blueprint. One thing hustle culture and the community frequently preach about is how horrible a 9-to-5 job is. But even though I don't see myself doing one, I would never dismiss someone who did it out of love rather than for comfort. Some individuals genuinely enjoy their jobs, and it's not even about money at this point. They enjoy what they do, and if you are one of those people, you should do it with joy. However, if you are doing it for the sake of comfort because you are afraid to do what you love, you are living a miserable life and should quit as soon as possible. The same holds for individuals who live an average life. If you truly feel fulfilled and luxury isn't important to you, you should be confident enough to enjoy your life. But never choose a route based on lies you have told yourself. If you want something and it comes from a place of love, go for it, but never chase it because your peers are also pursuing it. It always makes matters worse for you. You were given a definition of happiness, but that doesn't mean it's yours, and if you never question it, you might spend your life chasing something that doesn't truly fulfill you. So today's task, ask yourself, what actually makes you feel alive and happy? Because happiness is not found in following a script. It's found in understanding yourself and having the courage to live accordingly. Thank you so much for watching.